look at Spanish infinitives. This is like the raw form of a verb. It is untouched. Like, this is an example, hablar. It still has that AR ending at the end. It's been untouched. It's the most basic form of a verb, and they don't say who is doing the action or in what point in time the action is being done. However, it does tell us what the action is. So that's what is kind of included in an infinitive. Now the question comes, when are they used? There's 4 different points that we would use them. First of all is they can be used as nouns. So let's see what that looks like in practice. So we might say hablar es fácil. Talking is easy. So hablar is treated like a noun because en fácil describes hablar. Another example is el bailar es buen ejercicio. El bailar es buen ejercicio. Dancing is good exercise. So, a couple of things to note. Infinitives in Spanish are always going to be singular and masculine. That's why we have el bailar in front. You could also just say bailar es buen ejercicio, but this adds extra emphasis into what you're wanting to say. So, a couple of examples for how they're used as nouns. Another time they're used is when you have a conjugated verb already, and then you just add the infinitive. So like having 2 verbs right next to each other, the second verb you wouldn't conjugate. So a really common example of it is like to say you like doing something. So you would say like me gusta caminar. In English, we'd say, I like walking. If we were to directly translate it, is to walk is pleasing to me. All right, another example of this would be, let's see. For example, using ir a, voy a correr. I am going to run. So here we have an already conjugated verb and then the infinitive. Already conjugated verb, then just the infinitive comes right after that. And then finally, second to last is gerunds. I'm used to saying that in Spanish, gerundios. So if my pronunciation is off in English, that is why. So this is what it looks like. So gerunds, just know that in English, this is like when they're the ing thing. So let's give a quick example. And you can use some of these examples overlap. So let's see. Me gusta nadar. Nadar. Which means it could be I like to swim or I like swimming, and that's when it's used as a gerund. Swimming, that ing at the end. So an infinitive verb can also be like the ing form. So swimming, talking, running, all of those can just be the infinitive form. And then let's do one more example here. Hablar español es divertido. Here it's a gerund. Talking Spanish is fun. Notice again, hablar is treated like a noun, so divertido is describing the noun, hablar. And since infinitives are masculine, our ending for divertido is an O instead of an A. All right, final thing, infinitive commands. They are not very common. Don't expect when you're talking to someone or they're talking to you that they're going to use infinitive commands very much, but on signs you'll see them. You'll also see them like in recipes. So, for example, we'd say like it's telling you to beat the eggs, the recipe. They'll say, batir los huevos. So if we saw this and we didn't think of infinitives as a command, we would think, oh, it says to mix or to beat the eggs. However, since we know that infinitives can also be command, we know that it says beat the eggs when we see it listed. You might also see like signs in different parts that say no fumar. And that's like in English, no smoking. So this is just a quick overview of when you might see Spanish infinitives and when you want to use them. It is important, and they can't be replaced with conjugated forms of the verbs. And good luck when using them. Let me know if you have any questions. Espero que estén muy bien. Adiós.